The young and the restless spoilers, welcome back to our channel, fellow Genoa City gossips. Today is a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness that our favorite soap just dropped on us. Grab your coffee, or maybe something stronger, because we have a lot to unpack today. Let's get right into it. I cannot breathe. I literally cannot even process what my eyes just witnessed on this screen. I am sitting here typing this at 2 a.m. because my brain is going a million miles an hour and I absolutely need to vent to people who actually get it. Am I the only one who is completely losing their mind over what Victor Newman just did? I mean, I have been watching this show religiously for years. I have seen people come back from the dead. I have seen evil twins. I have seen ridiculous corporate takeovers. But this is the most unhinged, chaotic, utterly mind-blowing twist they have pulled in a decade. I am still shaking. Victor Newman running through an airport to hug Matt Clark? Matt Clark? The man who has tortured this family? Are you kidding me right now? I need to break this down because I feel like I am hallucinating. So, let me just back up for a second because my thoughts are everywhere. Reacting first, explaining later, that is just how I operate when this show pulls a stunt like this. Victor actually called Matt his son. My son. Those words came out of Victor's mouth. But wait, I am getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about how we even got to this absolutely insane moment. For weeks, no, for months, Victor has been making it his personal mission to destroy Matt. The hatred Victor had for this guy was palpable. It radiated off the screen. He wanted Matt out of Genoa City. He wanted him gone, erased from their lives, packed up and shipped out. And honestly, I was kind of on Victor's side for a minute. Matt has been a menace. The tension has been suffocating. Victor finally laid down the law and basically told Matt to get the hell out of his town. And here is the kicker, the thing that actually shocked me before the big twist. Matt actually listened. Matt packed his bags. He was ready to leave. I kinda couldn't believe it. I was sitting on my couch like, wait, is Matt really just giving up? He was packing his stuff, saying his goodbyes to his friends, getting ready to board a plane and just disappear. It felt too easy, you know? Like, since when does a villain just pack a suitcase and call an Uber to the airport? But he was doing it. He accepted defeat. He understood that you do not cross Victor Newman and get to live happily ever after in Genoa City. The bags were zipped. The flight was booked. The drama was supposed to be over. But no, because this is the young and the restless, and Victor Newman cannot just leave well enough alone. Victor gets exactly what he wants, Matt leaving, and what does he do? He goes snooping. I am sorry, but the audacity of Victor Newman will never not be funny to me. Why is this billionaire patriarch wandering into Matt's empty room? Curiosity? Gloating? Just wanting to make sure Matt didn't steal the silver before he left the ranch? Victor wanders into the room, and because he is Victor, he starts poking around. He is looking through Matt's leftover things. And that is when it happens. The moment that is going to change the entire landscape of this show for the next 5 years, Victor finds some papers. Not just any papers, but medical records. DNA results. And because Victor is basically a supervillain who knows everyone's medical history, he starts reading. He sees Matt's blood type. He sees the genetic markers. He sees the matching information. And you can literally see the gears turning in Eric Braden's head. The acting in this scene was top tier, I have to admit. You see the hatred melt into confusion, the confusion melt into shock, and the shock melt into absolute devastation. The blood type matches Victor. The rare markers match Victor. The timeline matches. Victor realizes, standing in this empty room, that the man he just chased out of town, the man he has been treating like absolute garbage, is his own flesh and blood. Matt is Victor's son. I screamed. I literally woke up my dog. How is this possible? I know some people are loving this, but personally, I am terrified of what this means. Let's just pause and think about the history of the Newman family for a second. Remember when Victor found out about Adam? Remember the absolute hellfire that rained down on the family when Adam was brought into the fold? The jealousy, the corporate backstabbing, the daddy issues? Yeah, it didn't work out peacefully then, and it is definitely not going to work out peacefully now. Victor has a terrible track record with long-lost children. And this isn't just some random kid from a farm in Kansas. This is Matt Clark, the man who is currently dating Phyllis, the man who has caused so much trauma. Oh my God. Wait. Nick. I haven't even fully processed what this means for Nick. Nick has been spiraling. Nick has been using drugs again. Nick has been threatening to murder Matt. Nick literally wants to wipe Matt off the face of the earth, and now you are telling me they are brothers? I can't. I simply cannot. Nick is going to have a complete psychological break when he finds this out. The man who tortured him, the man he hates more than anyone in the world, is going to be sitting across from him at the Newman Thanksgiving table. Victoria is going to lose her mind. Adam is going to be so jealous that there is another black sheep in the family competing for Victor's toxic love. This is a disaster waiting to happen, and I am 100% here for it with my popcorn ready. Okay, back to the episode, because the airport scene is what really sent me over the edge. Victor figures out the truth, drops the papers, and suddenly he is in a race against time. Victor Newman, the man who usually has his driver take him to the end of his driveway, is rushing to the airport. The cinematic melodrama of it all. He is pushing through the terminal, looking for Matt. And he finds him right before Matt is about to leave forever. And what does Victor do? Does he act stoic? Does he demand Matt come back to the ranch for a business meeting? No. He grabs him. He hugs him. Victor Newman hugs the man he despised just hours ago. And he says it. My son, calm down. My son. I am getting chills just typing it. The emotion in Victor's voice, it was so raw. But let's talk about Matt for a second, because this is where the writing actually got really good. Matt's reaction was everything. He didn't just fall into Victor's arms and call him daddy. Matt was frozen. Matt grew up without a father. He never knew who his dad was. His whole life, his whole toxic, villainous, messed up life has been driven by this deep-seated abandonment issue. He has been searching for identity, for power, for control, because he had none as a kid. And suddenly, the most powerful man in Genoa City, the man who has been making his life a living hell, is hugging him and claiming him. I felt so bad for Matt in that moment, and I hate that I felt bad for him. I have hated Matt for months. But seeing the little boy inside of him just shatter. The writers really got me there. Matt is standing there, completely shell-shocked. He doesn't know whether to punch Victor or cry. And honestly, it explains so much. Why is Matt so ruthless? Why is he so manipulative? Why does he have this constant need to dominate and control everyone around him? Because he has Newman blood. It all makes sense now. He is a Newman. He has that toxic, ruthless, win-at-all-costs Victor Newman DNA running through his veins. But I love what Matt did next. He didn't just accept it. He didn't just say, okay, let's go home and play catch in the yard. Matt pushed back. He demanded a hospital DNA test. Yes, Matt. Do not trust this man. Do not just take Victor's word for it, because Victor will manipulate anything and anyone to get what he wants. Matt wants to go to the hospital and get a real, official, undeniable DNA test to prove it. He needs to see the science. He needs to know for sure before he lets his entire reality be shattered. He is not going to just let Victor dictate his life without hard medical proof. And now we have to wait. We have to wait for the test results. Are you kidding me? I am going to be pacing my living room all weekend. What is the hospital going to say? I mean, obviously it's going to be positive, right? They wouldn't pull this fake out just to say, oops, never mind. Or would they? What if someone tampers with the test? What if Nick finds out before the test is done and pays off a lab tech to change the results so Matt gets kicked out of the family? I wouldn't put it past Nick in his current state. Nick is desperate, he is angry, and he is not thinking straight. If Nick finds out that his mortal enemy is about to get a share of the Newman Empire, he might actually do something completely unforgivable. I know some people in the forums are saying this is a cheap soap trope, the whole long-lost child thing. And yeah, maybe it is. But you know what? It works. It works because it is Victor and Matt. The history there is so dark and so violent. How do you come back from that? How does Victor look at Matt and see a son after everything Matt has done to his other children? How does Matt forgive Victor for treating him like a stray dog for the past year? The psychological warfare that is about to happen in the Newman family is going to be legendary. I am already predicting the screaming matches in the Newman CEO office. I am dreading the moment Nikki finds out. Nikki is already dealing with so much. Her health is failing, she is stressed to the max about her vision, and now Victor is going to bring another illegitimate child into her home? A child who has actively harmed her family? Nikki might actually file for divorce this time. And I wouldn't blame her. I mean, I love Victor, but the man is a walking tornado of family trauma. Every time he tries to fix something, he just breaks 5 other things. He is going to try to force everyone to accept Matt, and it is going to blow up in his face spectacularly. And what about Jack Abbott? Oh my God, Jack is going to have a field day with this. Victor Newman, the great and powerful, has another rogue son running around causing chaos. Jack is going to use this to his advantage. I just know it. The corporate implications alone are staggering. Does Matt get a seat on the board? Does he get stock? Adam is going to absolutely lose his mind if Matt steps foot into Newman Enterprises. Adam has spent his entire life begging for scraps of Victor's approval, and now Matt is just going to waltz in and take a piece of the pie? The brotherly rivalry is going to be toxic, and I am going to watch every single second of it. So, here we are. Matt and Victor heading to the hospital waiting for a DNA test that is going to blow Genoa City wide open. I am exhausted just thinking about it. I need to go to sleep, but I know I am just going to lay in bed staring at the ceiling thinking about how Nick is going to react when Victor tells him he has to share his inheritance with Matt Clark. It is going to be glorious, messy, soapy perfection. Let me know what you guys think, because I am losing my mind over here. Are you Team Matt? Are you terrified for Nick? Do you think the DNA test will be tampered with? I need all your theories right now. This is why we watch, people. This is why we watch.